Hello everyone. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel La Bella World. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make your all-weather buttercream, like the kind of buttercream that you put on your cake and you wrap it with your cake wrap. It doesn't get damaged and you don't need to refrigerate it to get it hardened before you deliver. So that's the kind of buttercream I'm going to teach you on this video. Here I've finished creaming my 100-gram butter. I cream until it turned pale, that's light color. So I'm going to use 500-gram icing sugar, as you can see. So I have dropped in my first batch of icing sugar into my 100-gram butter and cream, as you can see. Just keep watching and see how I'll get this done. Okay, now this 500-gram buttercream, I'm going to use it to design my 2 layers of 8 inches cake. Now my buttercream is hard. I need to soften it, so I drop in 1 tablespoon of water. Do you observe something? Watch out my creaming. I'm not turning my buttercream in 360 degrees. It's so energy consuming. Watch closely. Do you see what I did there? I just anchor my mixing on a particular spot. When I cream it 3 to 4 times, maybe 5 times, I turn my bowl, then I cream it again, just at that same spot. Watch closely, you will get to understand what I mean. Okay, you can see the buttercream is hard again, so I'm going to drop in extra water. That's another 1 tablespoon. Watch, do you see? I'm not turning all round the bowl. No, it saps energy. I just center on a particular spot and cream. Okay, so I added extra half tablespoon of water there. But that's not all. I'll still add more. Watch out. I don't just want my buttercream to become too soft for the consistency I need. So I keep dropping bit by bit. Okay, so my milk essence goes into my butter, just a little drop of it. You can use your vanilla flavor. Okay, the buttercream is still hard, so I add extra half tablespoon of water. That makes it 3 tablespoons of water already. Do you see that? Now I'm still gonna touch here a little more of water. That's half of it, which makes 3.5 tablespoons of water. The consistency. So the consistency I need is ready. Now I'm going to use it to design my 8 inches 2 layers cake. As you can see, you like what you see? Do you want to see how I got this done with half kg buttercream? I mean 500-gram icing sugar. Now watch. Okay, I don't want to be wasting my buttercream, so I get my nylon, split it open, take a quantity that I know I'll be using for piping out first. That's what I usually do. I take out my quantity for piping, then I pack in the remaining buttercream into the nylon. You can do it in two sharing if you can't handle it like me. Share the first batch you'll use for crumb coating, then the second one you use to frost your cake. So because I can handle, I pack everything into one, and you can see I am using my icing sugar pack to do my design. Yes, I have piping bag here, but as beginners, I want to show you how you can use this icing sugar pack if you don't have your piping bag, or instead of wasting money to buy piping bag and all, that you can still get this done without piping bag. So there I'm touching a little bit of the buttercream on the cake to crumb coat. This is going to be my crumb coating. So whatever you remain, make sure that it is more than what you use in crumb coating. Take a look at that. I have some patches, so whatever I scrape, I take it back and fill the little patches I have there. Watch out. Trust me, if you follow this method, it's gonna make your work much more easier than having to pack the buttercream, rub on the cake. In the process, you may disfigure the cake. Like if it is a very soft cake like this, my own, you may disfigure the cake. Then you start running around trying to see how you fix your cake. So this is a very soft cake I made in the other video, which I need to crumb coat it with care because my buttercream is not that very soft one. It has thickness in it. It's a hard one that I need to deliver immediately, so I don't want it to get damaged. Okay, that I'm going to my second level of crumb coating there. Sorry, this part now I wouldn't call it crumb coating anymore. I call it frosting because this is actually the last part of my coating. So I'm frosting the cake now. At this point, I don't want any cake particle to show. Now watch, do you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to spin my cake. Watch, I keep my two hands together, turn over my cake board with my left hand, and bring my right hand together to cover the cake. Do you see all the holes down there? I'm going to fill them all just as you've seen there. Now I'm doing this lightly. I don't apply any form of energy or effort on the cake, as you can see. That's because I'm no longer crumb coating, so I don't scrape very hard. Now this is the coming part of the cake. Watch me. Watch what I'm going to do. My hands together and I scrape. Then the two hands come back together. Do you see that? So I just keep spinning to ensure my work is very smooth. Actually, you can have it in just one scraping, but because I'm doing a training here, that's why I decide to do it over and again, like the 3 times you saw in this video. So this is me scraping the top. Now I'm combing it. That very tool in my hand is called cake comb or scraper, but this time around it has design, so I choose to call it comb. You can buy a longer one in case you need to design a taller cake, because whenever I try to use this particular one on a taller cake, it gives me a little issue because I need to scrape up, middle, and down. So you buy like 12 inches, 10 inches. Now look at my leftover buttercream. So I add a little of my acabado food color, that's edible color. Drop the buttercream in the center because I need to create a red design in the center for my clients. You can use your scraper to do that. If you're not comfortable with the spoon like I use, then you get your cake comb and continue scraping. Please, this is done very lightly, more like you're playing with the cake. Okay. Still trying to cover up a good part of the cake to ensure that the red color comes out like my clients needed. So now I'm going to insert my piping tip into the piping bag, so I call it, yes, because that's my piping bag for now. Then I insert the buttercream I scooped earlier to keep for the design for piping of my cake. So I've inserted it. I clean my board first to make it neat before I start piping. Watch, do you see how the design goes? I move forward a bit before I go backward, forward and backward. Do you see that? Forward and backward. Do you see that? So that's actually the design I need on this cake. There are other ways you can pipe your cake. In my other videos you see other different ways I pipe the cake, like the round one, the square shape and all. But for this video, this is actually the one I want to. So this I just drop. I only drop this very one now. You can also drop like that around your cake. Okay, so that's my happy birthday sticker going on the cake. Isn't it just simple and beautiful? Never mind my lighting. I did this work at night, so no electricity here. I'm just using my phone flash to get the job done, at least so you guys can see and learn from this video. Do you like what you see? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, La Bella World, and click like on this video for me, please. See you in another video. Bye.